Hey guys, Parfex here. Alright, I haven't put out a video in a while and I decided to put one out. Today is Monday, and it is August 31st, and Imperial City is finally out. Yes, I know we've all been waiting for it and it's finally out. And I want to kind of go over the state of the Elder Scrolls Online. Alright, so now that Imperial City has come out, the game mechanics have completely changed. And I wanted to kind of touch on that and kind of give you guys an overall view, especially those that haven't played Elder Scrolls or thinking about getting back into Elder Scrolls, but where exactly they are as a game, in my opinion. And if you guys want to comment down below and tell me what your opinion is, please do. And I love hearing your guys' opinion, as long as you guys aren't being retarded, to put it one way. Then I love the comments, as long as you're not being just trolls for no reason. And if you are, just go home and cry to mommy, because I don't care. But anyway, let's get started. So, now that Imperial City has dropped, some major changes have taken place, especially in Cyrodiil, and that's because that is where the patch was taking place at. They have reduced overall damage inside Cyrodiil by 50%. Which helps out players that aren't as good. So that way they can survive a lot longer, and that way if someone's better than you or has more champion points than you, it allows you to kind of live longer. It doesn't allow you to beat them, because you're gonna have just as hard time killing them as they have killing you, but you're not as good. So it allows you to stay alive longer. That's all it does. Alright, and they've changed a lot of skills. One fantastic change is this skill right here, Vigor. Is under the Alliance War Assault. They gave it to you at Assault Rank 5, which is absolutely fantastic, and I love that they did that. It's such a great stamina ability. I'm not going to go over all the little changes, because that's not what this video is about. But I wanted to kind of come over, just touch on those few major points, because that's kind of some of the biggest points. Imperial City, for those of you guys who don't know, is located in the middle of Cyrodiil. And it is located in this section right here. Alright, you get through by these gates right here. Daggerfall goes through this gate. Ebonheart goes through this gate. And Aldemary Dominion goes through this gate. And once you go into there, it's a whole basically new zone. And there's vendors and all kinds of new stuff that is a lot of fun. So, not only did they nerf overall damage in Cyrodiil by 50%, they have nerfed damage across the board by a significant number. So, when you see that you're doing less damage outside of Cyrodiil, that is exactly true. It's not you're doing worse. It is they nerfed overall damage. So Cyrodiil, you hit like a wet noodle, to say the least. You do no damage. If you want to one-shot people, that is not going to happen anymore. You can. There are a few builds that you can about 5 hit somebody, but that's it. There's no ganking, no snipe gankers. They completely took that whole aspect of the game away. And I did it a little bit. I wasn't big on snipe. I did one-shot a few people, but I was more of a... I don't want to say a 1vxer, because I wasn't that good at 1vx, but I liked 1v2s and 1v3s and that kind of thing. That's what I really enjoyed. 1v1s. That's what I enjoyed in Cyrodiil, and you can still do it. It just now takes a lot longer to kill somebody. Alright, so the overall state of the Elder Scrolls after this, the biggest patch they've had come out in over a year. Well, let's put it bluntly, the only content that has come out in over a year now. Okay, Elder Scrolls has completely gone away from high-end content. Every business motto, and a few of us have seen it coming. We hoped they wouldn't, but they did. They've completely gone away from high-end content. Hardcore, you want to PvP hardcore, you want to do hardcore competitive content, just not here anymore. It's they completely are going away from it, and they don't want it in their game. Not a smart business motto, in my opinion, but that's the way we went. I've tried to fight it for forever now, and it's true. Elder Scrolls is a casual game. It is, for a horrible, horrible lack of words, Skyrim with friends. Having said that, this is no way, shape, or form anything like Skyrim. This doesn't feel like Skyrim. This doesn't play like Skyrim. It doesn't look like Skyrim. The maps are not like Skyrim. There is nothing the only thing that associates this game with any of the Elder Scrolls series is the name. This game is not open like Skyrim. Yes, you technically can go anywhere, but it is very, very linear with side quests. And that is not an Elder Scrolls game. The guilds are nothing like Skyrim, but it is an MMO, so you do get to play with your friends. And nowadays, that's all I want to do. I don't like playing by myself. I like playing with buddies, and I like competing. That's what I like to do. So Elder Scrolls has went away from that. I don't know if it's they don't believe. I don't know if they've just failed at doing it. But one reason or another, they've completely gone away from any high-end competitive gameplay. As you can tell, because the player population shows it. All of the high-end guilds that were in the game, none of them exist anymore. There's one guild that somewhat plays that I know of that is high-end. For the most part, they're all gone. And I have held on to it more than most in hopes that this would bring it. But with champion points and how screwed up they are and the content that they've put out, they've completely gone away from it, which is fine. If you are a casual player, and by casual I mean you don't want to compete, you don't care about leaderboards, you just want to have fun, play your game, and be done with it, this is a fantastic game. If you are looking for a game that you can compete and really shine at, this is not your game. I would not suggest this game at all. The champion points being the biggest thing, along with no competitive gameplay. They don't have any mechanics in the game that are competitive. There's like not even trials. To me, I don't even consider trials competitive gameplay. But if you do like playing with your friends, if you like playing the way you want to play and having fun while you do it, the game is great. I fear that in 6 months, the game will start to become desolate. The game got a huge bump up in population when they released it on console. And it was one of the best things they did for Elder Scrolls money-wise. But for the game itself, it kind of killed the game. They stopped so much production and so much time to release on console that they didn't have time to work on their game. And now that they haven't worked on their game, it shows. This patch was probably the smoothest that I've seen in a long time. It runs well. I haven't had many bugs. For the most part, I'm not lagging, and which is a huge step up because the game has just been lagging non-stop for the last few months, which is part of the reason why I haven't even played it. I have a good system, and the game just lags. But the game does still have a ton of bugs. Overall, they're playable. Some are but that's kind of... I don't really want to touch on the bugs. But you will encounter quite a bit of bugs. And that's kind of it. As a State of Elder Scrolls, it is a great It is a great play with your friends type of MMO. It is not a competitive MMO anymore. The economy is pretty good, so if you like crafting, it's pretty good. You're not going to make any money off of it, but the crafting is a lot of fun and very easy to do in this game. It does not take you long to learn your crafting. Now, it does take you a considerable amount of time to learn your traits, but everybody in the game has it, so you really don't need to craft.